If you are looking for true lock and leave in North Scottsdale, I highly encourage you to check out these homes. Today, I'm going to show you two products. I'm going to show you models from Camelot Homes, one of my favorite builders in North Scottsdale. I'm at their detached product, the Villas 2. We're going to go inside and check this one out. And then next, I'm going to show you the condo project. Beautiful lock and leave. If you're a golf lover, social lover, want that lock and leave in North Scottsdale, again, I highly encourage you to give these a consideration.
Here we are out front of the model. Again, we are at 7 at Desert Mountain. This is the Villas 2 project. I'm out in front, giving you a nice little pan of that. There are some specs being built at the moment, and we're going to walk into the model. Now, this is a 2-bedroom plus den, 2.5 bath with a 3-car tandem garage. There's a number of options available, and I'll kind of speak to those, but let's just have a look inside. So as you enter, nice entryway, beautiful large format tile throughout the property. Off to the left of the entryway, you've got a half bath as soon as you walk in, tiled floor to ceiling, just gorgeous. Absolutely love this little bathroom. But you can see just immediately from the entry, all of the beautiful selections and the finishes, the fixtures. They just do such a lovely job. I'm gonna pan up so you can see the entryway light fixture and then kind of looking out from the front door. I'm going to take you into the great room area first and then down that front hallway so you can see the additional rooms. We've got a nice foyer hallway and then this stunning wine refrigerator display showcase, however you want to say. I mean, it's really a piece of art in my opinion. And then look at this great room, beautifully done. Got the gourmet kitchen, separate areas for dining and living. But let's check out the kitchen first. So quartzite countertop, waterfall. You're what you would expect in a home like this. All of the top of the line appliances, Cove dishwasher. You've got the brushed brass hardware, the Wolf appliances with the built-in hood, gas stove, storage underneath. There is a lot of storage in this space. So I'm going to kind of give you a peek of all of that. Some underlighting built right in. Tiled backsplash that's complimentary. Of course. I mean, yeah, double trash station, some additional pull out drawers for more storage, some shallow drawers. I was actually in this unit for a broker open just a few days prior to filming, and they had this spread across that island. And it was just, you really gave you a sense of what entertaining would be like in this unit. So that was kind of cool to see. And there were probably 15 people or so when in attendance when I was there. Did not feel crammed at all. So you've got your microwave and oven built in there. Again, more storage. What I tell you, there's tons of storage. There's also a pantry I'll show you later. And then zooming out, you can see it goes all the way to the ceiling. So I want to give you a peek from another angle so you can see that. I mean, very large island. So people can gather around and you can hang out in that kitchen area. And then also you can see that separate dining space as well as family room area. Let's go down the hall a little bit and I will show you that extra pantry so you can see plenty of space. Those small appliances, dry goods, stuff you're not reaching for on the regular can be tucked away in there. And then I'll take you into the laundry room, very spacious laundry room. Again, tons of storage. I mean, they really thought this through, right? You don't want to have a offsite, storage somewhere. You want to be able to have everything in your place. And though there's plenty of room for that. We've got the mechanical closet, pretty standard. I believe that was a train system in there, so top of the line. And then we'll walk out and I'll show you the 3-car garage. This is a tandem setup. You can see off to the right there, a tankless water heater is mounted right there. But then the 2-car bay here along the side where I'm walking, and then I'm shooting out to that second car. So 1, 2, 3, 3 cars. There is an option to do a 4th car garage as well. And so you'll just, if you're find yourself in the position of talking with the builder, we'll discuss that with them together and what that looks like. So coming back into that main living area, you can see the sliding doors. They collapse into each other for that beautiful indoor-outdoor space. You've got a gas fireplace, beautifully tiled up to the ceiling. This little storage niche, nook, whatever you want to call it. Some storage underneath of that. You can see there's the underlighting, and then looking out to that backyard and panning back in. You can see the drop ceiling a little bit. I think I pan up there. Yep, exactly. And so that is an option. I think it's such a cool feature and adds a lot of depth and detail to what would be sort of a plain, space otherwise. So let me take you back to the front of the home so you can see the den and additional bedroom. So those are, technically split plan. Those extra rooms are in the front. This is the den. Say hello to Ryan, the amazing sales rep there. And then here we have I took you back into the bedroom, the additional bedroom first. So spacious guest bedroom in the front of the house. We've got some cool wallpaper. And in talking with them, that is all handled at the design center. They have some really great options. I'm going to point out some other stuff later in the video as well. But that is all included in your package with respect to the finishes you'll pick out. Standard closet in that guest room. And then we have a ensuite, step-in shower, quartzite countertops on the vanity there. You can see, able to turn on the shower. That's a thing of mine if you watch my videos. Little niche there for all your items. They're pretty standard guest bathroom. There is an option to turn that den into an additional bedroom as well. So just keep that in mind. And then I'm going to walk you into the primary suite. So we're just around the corner off the great room area. And voila, le primary suite. Beautifully done. I love the windows and all the natural light that flows in. You've got that slider off the back so you can step outside, maybe with your morning coffee, whatever you need. You don't have to go far, hang out, let some breeze in as you're relaxing in the evening. Again, another cool finish. I love this sparkle wallpaper. Do you love that? I absolutely love it. But yeah, nice and spacious. They have it staged really well so you can kind of see where everything fits. And those are large nightstands. So they're almost like mini dressers, right? Here we are into the primary bath. You've got the dual vanities, quartzite countertops, plenty of storage, some natural light flowing in with the standalone tub. That's what the looking into the primary looks like. There is an option to put a barn door on the in the doorway there if you want some additional privacy. There is a private toilet room. That is pretty standard these days. And then a shower. It's got the dual heads and then the invisible drain there. It also is flush with the floor. It just has that negative grade so that it all flows in the right places. So nice. And then this very large walk-in closet. Again, if you're concerned about storage, I don't be. There's plenty of room here. You're going to see I like kind of squeeze through this little nook here. So technically you can kind of like walk throughout. I'm not sure you'd want to do what I did every day, but you can. Or maybe your little pup or somebody, little something might want to do that. Play hide and seek. All right, so coming back out to the main great room area, and I'm going to take you outside to have a look. Now, keep in mind, let's see. So you can see the glass doors, the sliders, they do collapse into one another, making that really lovely indoor-outdoor. This does have an extended patio. That is an option for you. And then they've got the turf as well as the pool and spa. Pool and spa were completed by California Pools. That is their pool partner. Outdoor kitchen you can see as well. Those are all going to be in addition to the base price. So that's something to keep in mind when you are planning a purchase like this is you've got the home and then of course you have the backyard. But how cool is that? It is a PebbleTech pool, but I love the black and like graphite granite gray black finish, and then the two-tone with the traditional more like blue turquoise. I just think that's really sexy. Cool water feature. You've got a view fence as well. Here's kind of the view from the back corner of the lot. And then you are overlooking the golf course. All of these units overlook, maybe I'm incorrect in saying all. Many of these overlook the golf course. That is the appeal to 7 at Desert Mountain. Definitely built for golfers in mind. And I'll take you back in for one last look of the great room area. And up next, I'm going to take you to see the condo project. If this feels like too much space or you want something a little less maintenance, maybe the condo project is something for you to consider.
Now I am at the condo project. So I'm just going to do a little pan so you can kind of see. Yeah, and we will step inside so you can have a look at these. All right, normally I do a voiceover at home, but I'm going to try a new approach and talk while I tour you around. So, first thing to notice, there is an elevator. We're not permitted to use it because you'll notice the garages are on the ground floor and the living spaces are upstairs. So, before we do any of the trek upstairs, let me put this on. There we go. So some understairs storage. We have the garage, 3-car garage here, as well as a nice little storage coat closet type area right when you walk in from your garage. So if you feel like taking that trek up, you can, or you can take the elevator. I am not able to take the elevator, so we're gonna take you up. But first, have a look at the fixture. What I love about Camelot is their design aesthetic is just really, I don't know, it suits me. I like it. I think it's neutral and classy, warm, and their quality is good. So this is where the elevator would pop you out. You have a half bath right here in the front of that living area. And then off to the right from, oh, let's do a wide angle. There we go. Off to the right is what they are using as an office. Could be a little den or staged as an office, but really cool little front patio out here. And then we get into the great room area, which, wow, so much space for a condo. So bar area with your wine fridge, beautiful waterfall, looks like quartzite style countertops. Of course, you've got the Wolf appliances. You have the paneled refrigerator, Sub-Zero. Wouldn't expect anything different. Love that. Two-tone though, isn't that nice with the underlighting? I love that. Got the Cove dishwasher, storage under the sink, disposal. Let's have a little moment for all these appliances. 6-burner stove with the hood. You've got a double oven and your microwave built right in, but plenty of storage for all the things. Now, a lot of people here will, like I said, lock and leave. They're here part of the year and in another place another part of the year. Oh, did I show you this? I don't think I showed you this yet. The pantry. So very deep additional storage for maybe your smaller appliances, you know, all your dry goods, that sort of thing. But let's just have a look out from the kitchen, right? Say you are behind the counter cooking. You've got a view of the TV, a view of the dining room. People can easily sit there. It's just really great. Love the material selection in here. Your family room area. And then this is quite spectacular. So look at these. These doors are going to push all the way open. It is the middle of summer right now, so we're not going to do that, but it does allow for that. And then this opens all the way up too. Huh. Very much indoor outdoor. And I mean, it just gives you, you know, what is this? Maybe another 1,000 square foot of living space. My gosh, it's pretty great out here. And you're on the course. Where are my golfers at? Say hello in the comments. Again, we are at 7 at Desert Mountain. The builder is Camelot Homes. All right, pull this shut. There's even like a wet sink out there. I don't know if I gave you enough time to see that. Oops. Get that locked. Okay. So let's go see the additional bedrooms, and then I will show you the primary. We've got some more storage. So if you are thinking about condo and thinking, do I have enough space? There is a lot of storage space in this property. Mechanical closet, pretty standard. Got another bathroom off the main living area, the step-in shower, laundry area with, again, storage overhead. Probably mount like a drying rack there. And then you've got your tankless water heater. All right, I'll back up. Extra bedroom. This bedroom walks out to that front patio. So through there is going to be the office that we saw. And on the other side of those windows is the stairwell. And then I'll take you into the bathroom here. That's nice. Hello. And then we've got a beautifully tiled shower with this glass door. Love, you know me, I love when the water can be turned on without you getting wet. Builders, if you're doing that a different way, I'd love to know why. Why? Okay, let's go see the primary. Isn't this just beautiful? Like I said, really high quality, warm finishes, very like traditional yet of the times. There's another closet, maybe linens, maybe games and books and that sort of thing that you tuck away. And then here we are, primary. And once again, we have these gorgeous sliders that open wide for that indoor-outdoor space. Okay. While I close out, I'll give you a nice little peek of the primary. We move from the hardwood to the large format tile, double vanity, bathtub with the feature wall, little makeup station, little get ready area. Oh, these are cool, okay? So we step in and got a little seat there. And then you've got the shower with the niche, tiled floor. Separate toilet room. And then the walk-in closet. There we go. All right. What do you think of this home, this condo? What's your favorite aspect? I'd love to know. Leave me a comment. And before we go, I'm going to do a little drive of the neighborhood because that's what I do, so you can get a sense of where we are and what it's like here. Okay. Let's do a little drive of the neighborhood. We are in the condo project area. And you're gonna see we'll drive by some other models, some other listings. We just want to give you an idea of the aesthetic of the condo project. So garages on the ground floor. And then the living area is up on the second floor. You can see many of these are already occupied and they have signs, private residence. So you don't want anybody like me or a nosy somebody. Now this is guard gated, very high security. So you shouldn't have too many random people. Private course and everything. But I think it's nice how they have those marked. I'm going to take you by the villas projects as well while we're at this, so you can see. Yeah, I've been connecting with the sales agent here and have heard that sales are going really well. They just opened up these villas. They had their launch earlier this week. They had some pre-sales. They also have specs that they will build and have available for like a faster turnaround. So that is something to consider if you are maybe a little more urgent and not able or willing to wait. You do have the option of a spec. I'm going to turn around and take you back through. Okay, so I'm going to take you back through. There's just a trailer, but I didn't mention this gate, this back gate will take you out of the community and on to Pima Road. But here are the villas. So if the condo is sort of like not your vibe and you're looking for something a little more traditional feeling, detached, you know, no shared walls, ground floor living, the villas may be the option for you. There are a number of other projects inside of 7 at Desert Mountain. I am not featuring any of these other builders yet today, but perhaps I'll be back. If that's something you'd want to see, certainly let me know. But there are some other projects, much more sizable homes from some other builders that you'll kind of see as we make our way out. Clubhouse. See that. But yeah, here is a sense of the community. 7 at Desert Mountain.
Okay, now we are headed out of the community and out of the main gate. And I wanted to make mention of a couple things. This is a guard gated community. So if security is of interest to you, you will definitely find that here. I was required to provide name, driver's license, my tag information, my business card in order to get through. Off to the left there is your mailbox bank, by the way. But yeah, very high security here. Also, a big question about Desert Mountain is, well, what about the golf membership? I've heard there's a 4 or 5 year wait. You get to skip the line with these projects at Camelot Homes, the villas, as well as the condo projects. They were all deeded with golf memberships. So there's a number of levels of memberships available. I won't get into that here, but if that's a concern, no worries. You get to skip the line. So, again, my name is Heather Patterson. I'm with the S4 team at Compass, and you can reach me at 808-352-9290 or Heather at s4realestate.com. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.